Jackets lose 3-2 to the Montreal Canadiens in a shootout. Nick Foligno is serving his first game of his suspension, so Eric Robinson comes up from Cleveland, and he plays in this game. I feel so bad for Elvis. He's been playing really well, and the team in front of him just isn't giving him the run support he needs to get him his first victory. Elvis made many key saves, kept the Jackets in it for a lot of the time, and he had to be battling Carey Price at the other end of the ice, who was Carey Price making Carey Price saves, and the Jackets couldn't come up with it. And there was a bunch of opportunities where the Jackets in the offensive zone moving the puck around really well. They gave it to the open guy who shoots it, and Carey Price saw it the entire way. So of course he's going to stop it. It's Carey Price. I feel like the Jackets have been just letting the goalies getting peppered, and then they give up a mistake or two, and the Jackets don't go back down and pepper the goalie until they give up a mistake or two. Or if they do give up a mistake or two, it just doesn't go in. It hits the pipe. It goes through the crease. It's just that little mistake-proof thing. I don't know what the Jackets need to do to fix it, but it needs to be fixed. Starting off, though, first period, Jackets come out with some pressure, and they're looking really well. They're moving the puck around really well, and they're battling with Montreal. And they're keeping attacking, and Montreal come back down, and Ellis make the saves, and Price will make the saves. But in the first period, the Jackets had 2 power play opportunities where Shea Weber is in the box for tripping. And I know the Jackets power play is not the greatest, but if Shea Weber's in the box twice, score once. Who cares about the other power plays? That really doesn't matter. The Jackets can't score on power plays. Big whoop. If Weber is in the box, you have to score at least one of the 2 times he's in the box. And coming near the end of the first period, the Jackets' fourth line looked like it was the best line. And it was the best line all night of Eric Robinson, Riley Nash, and Emil Benstrom. They were constantly in the offensive zone, constantly giving the Montreal Canadiens fits. They couldn't really do anything with it. Shea Weber absolutely hates Benstrom. Kept hitting him. As the buzzers were going for the first period, Shea Weber just lit up Benstrom. There was a couple of times where Benstrom scanned flash of the puck and Shea Weber just starts cross-checking. Whatever it is, Weber does not like Benstrom. I think it was just the way that line was playing all night. And coming in the first period, they're in the offensive zone. They're moving the puck around really well. They get the point to Zach Werenski. Zach Werenski slides over to Seth Jones. Seth Jones goes to the top of the circles. The Montreal players come out and defend him. Seth Jones just attracts the attention. He's like, everybody look at me. I'm amazing Seth Jones. And that creates a space for Zach Werenski. Seth slides back to Zach Werenski. Zach sends the puck towards the net. Carey Price has to make the save. Shot was on net. That was good. Benstrom's beside the net, and Carey Price comes sliding out, trying to take away Emil Benstrom being an amazing shot. And Eric Robinson is able to find some space in the middle of the ice. Benstrom pits it over to him. Robinson, as soon as he gets it, pits it past Price. Jackets have a 1-0 lead. Eric Robinson's first NHL goal. That was good work by that line. They just wore down the defense for the Montreal Canadiens, and they made a mistake. And Robinson gets his first goal. And that's who would end the first period. Elvis made some pretty big saves, and Jackets head to the second period with a 1-0 lead. Come up for the second period. Jackets apply pressure. Montreal applies pressure. It's a good defensive game. And when you're playing Carey Price, if you have a lead, defend. Take the opportunities when you have it, but you have to be strong defensively because you don't know how many you're going to get past them. 2, maybe 3. You gotta protect the lead as much as you can. And for the second period, the Jackets did that pretty well. They could have had a few more opportunities, but Montreal has some talent and they can turn on the Jets and burn you. So while, yes, it would have been nice to attack more and have more offensive zone pressure and maybe get another goal, I think that would have bit the Jackets in the long run. Just the way they've been playing of late, just get something good out of it. Have a good defensive period, and they did that in the second. So ahead of the third period, still Jackets up 1-0. Come out for the third period, Montreal is attacking. You can tell they want the 2 points, and they're just going for it. They're spending some time in the offensive zone. I'm like, all right, the Jackets are doing a good job defensively. Just get it out of your zone. Montreal works around. They take a shot. Elvis makes the save. He's like, all right, there it is. And Max Domi goes, boom. Knocks in the net. And then they start to celebrate and they're just like, no goal. That was a high stick. What are you doing? But Elvis has been beaten now. And the rest go, yeah, no goal. We're back. We're still 1-0 Jackets lead. That was clearly a high stake. Not only was it above the crossbar, it was above Domi's head. And when that went in, Elvis was like, really? We're going to allow this? And the ref's like, no. But Montreal, now it's got a little bit of life. Their fans are like, hey, we have a shot now. We're doing something. And they're starting to wake up. And they're cheering for the Canadians. They're like, yeah, let's go. About 3 minutes into the period, Jackets have the puck in their zone. Seth Jones sends up, trying to break Anderson free. It gets turned over, and it's come back the other way. Gallagher gets it. And as he enters the Jackets zone, both Zach and Seth pit their sticks in the lane, and Gallagher shoots in between them, and it beats Elvis. And all the Montreal Canadiens have tied it, slowing down the goal. I can't tell if it was tipped or if it changed directions or if it just beat Elvis. Elvis in his post-game interview said he thought it was tipped, so maybe by Seth Jones or Zach Werenski putting their stick in the lane, it changed the directions and fooled Elvis. But it's in the back of the net, and now the Jackets have to figure out how to beat Price. And for most of the third period, it's a good back and forth. Goalies are making saves. This is a good goalie duel. It's much like we saw when Price versus Bob. Just a good goalie duel. About 2 minutes left in the game. Jackets come up the ice. Cam Atkinson has the puck. He enters the zone. He drops the puck to Riley Nash. Riley Nash starts head down the wall. And Nash tries to send it over. Doesn't get there, gets broken up, but it's heading toward the point, and Zach Werenski is coming off the bench, and he gets it before it leaves the zone, picks it up, goes below the goal line, throws at the net, and it beats Carey Price. Jackets lead 2-1 as Zach Werenski's 5th goal of the year. While Zach has had a rough time defensively this year, he's pinning up points, and at least one of the few people that's scoring goals for the Jackets, and that's at least nice to see. Could his defensive game use some work? Oh yes, it could. But he's at least doing something positive. There are some Jackets players who are doing nothing positive. So at least that's nice to see from Zach. He looks like he's got his offensive flow back. So coming early in the game, about a minute left, Montreal pulls Carey Price. They're in the offensive zone, 6-on-5. They're moving the puck around really well. But it gets broken up. Seth Jones gets it from his goal line, just sends it down. It goes for the empty net. It's going, and just wide. It's about that much to the right of the net, and it does not go in. So the Jackets get called for icing. Puck comes back down the other way. Montreal, smart move here. They don't use their timeout, because if they use their timeout to drop a play, that gets the defensive players for the Jackets some rest. And they were at the end of a shift, and they were doing a lot of defending. Smart play by them not to do it. Just run the play. Montreal wins the faceoff. They get the puck to the point, and then they get it down to Suzuki, who's on the wall. They start to set up. Thomas Tatar's on the far wall. Nobody's really covering him. Suzuki and Deneau play a quick little pass exchange. The Jackets move a little bit, and when they move a little bit, that provides a lane. Suzuki puts a beautiful pass over to Tatar. Tatar blasts it past Elvis, and then Montreal Canadiens tie it at 2. With about 40 seconds left to go in the game, they were 40 seconds away from getting Elvis his first victory and having something go right for them. But just the way the Jackets have been playing lately and the way their luck is gone, you could tell this game was going to overtime. Go to overtime, Montreal has a good first minute. They're in the offensive zone. They're moving the puck around. Elvis is keeping control of the net, and the Jackets are doing a good job taking away lanes, making sure Montreal doesn't have a shot on him. Eventually, Jackets break it up. Wimberg takes off ice, and he's gone. Victor Mete does a good job, comes back, and he hooks Alexander Wimberg, and the Jackets will have a power play in overtime. I wish they could have refused it and said, no, we're good. We'll play 3-on-3, because they're better 3-on-3. I don't know why. Power play, everything good hockey goes out of their mind, but it did. Jackets power play in overtime looked horrible. You have PLD, you have Zach Werenski, Seth Jones, Cam Atkinson out there. You should have pucks constantly going to the net. They're playing pass. Nobody was playing pucks on Carey Price. Nobody was using the offensive screen. They're making lazy passes. Montreal had 2 or 3 attempts down the ice, but thankfully Seth Jones did a good job being back defensively to break some of that stuff up, and it just wasn't there. I don't know why on this power play unit, why we're so going with Cam. Cam, lovely guy, constantly scoring, but something is wrong with him. He needs to figure out what's going on that he can't score goals, because he was passing the puck in overtime. He had a wide open net, and he chose to pass the puck. Cam in the past, unloads that into the back of the net, no problem. Should have been Menstrom or Texley or Borkstrand out there to, hey, that would have been a goal. Those guys have been shooting the puck a lot lately. Even Robinson, he had a bunch of shot attempts in this game. Somebody to shoot the puck in overtime other than the defenseman. But the Jackets couldn't do it, and the end overtime go to a shootout, first one of the year. Now, from Zach Werenski's goal in the third period to the end of overtime, Alexander Wimberg, the guy who's not known for shooting, is the only forward who had a shot in the game. Granted, that was a total of 4 shots, and Seth Jones also went for an empty net, also a defenseman, but the defense was the only one shooting there at the end of the game, especially in overtime with power play. That forward core should have been unloading pucks at net. So we head to a shootout. Paul Byron's the first shooter for the Montreal Canadiens. He comes down. Elvis's first ever NHL shootout attempt. And he stops Byron. I'm like, okay, Elvis is good. Now for the Jackets, it's Cam Atkinson. I'm like, all right, maybe this will get Cam out of his funk. He'll do his little move, score on Carey Price, and he'll be like, all right, now I'm feeling myself, and he'll kick out of this. He goes down, does his little move, beats Carey Price, hits the post. That much. The ittiest little bit to the left, it's in the back of the net. And that's where I'm like, Cam is just barely off. Normally he goes down, he goes forehand, backhand, forehand, stuffs it behind the goalie, not a problem, scores a bunch of those shootout goals. He hits the post. And that's not what Cam Atkinson normally does. Next up, Jonathan Drouin for the Canadiens. Picks up the puck, he cuts to the wall, cuts back to the middle, and as he gets to the middle in front of Elvis, he cuts back wide, opens up Elvis, pits a 5-hole, and Montreal's leading in the shootout. And now the Jackets have to score on Carey Price. Incredibly hard to do. Next up for Jackets, Nyquist. He tries to score. He's the only Jacket who's actually had a penalty shot / shootout attempt this year. He scored on it, so go with Nyquist. He goes down, gets stopped. Nick Cousins comes out for the Montreal Canadiens. He goes down, Elvis stops him. Now all the hopes are riding on Oliver Borkstrand to beat Carey Price. Oliver Borkstrand goes down, and he can't do it. And Montreal wins 3-2. Another overtime game that Elvis played amazing in, that the Jackets should have won, but they didn't. Murray did play in this game. It was his first game back from injury, and with about 6 minutes to go in the second period, he took a puck to the inner thigh, to the right knee, and went to the tunnel. I was like, really? You can't even make it a full game back? But he played the third period, and he looked fine, so hopefully he's still good to go. I think it was one of those things where normally a player would take that shot and they'll miss a shift, maybe 2, and just work it out. It's just sore, stings a little bit. But because Ryan Murray's made of glass, he has to miss the rest of the second period. So hopefully he's fine and continues to be healthy and actually play good hockey. So until next time, when the Jackets play the St. Louis Blues for Hockey Fights Cancer Night in Columbus, click like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until then, I will see you later.